Well, let's look at the what we could call what are computer peripherals. Uh, well, what are computer peripherals? These are devices that can be connected to a computer system. Computer peripherals are all those devices that you can connect to a computer system. Any device that you feel that when you connect it to a computer, it can improve the way the computer works is what we call a computer peripheral. What are computer peripherals? These are devices that can be connected to a computer system to improve its working. Example, here you have compact discs. Compact discs are also part and partial of the computer peripherals. Bar reader codes. Bar reader codes are also items that can be connected, are also other items. For instance, when you move around town, you may be asked to be searched. That machine that they use for security checkup, we could call it one of the examples. Then barrier codes could be like in supermarkets where you buy an item, then you go to the counter, and that machine that you pass the blade, or the machine that detects the codes on your on that item that you have bought. So it's also a part of computer peripherals. When we talk of computer peripherals, here we are looking at all the pieces that can improve the workings or hardware components that can be connected to a computer. We have what we call joystick. Joystick is very good while when you come to play, for instance, games in game stations. Then we have also game consoles. Game consoles are also very useful when it comes to when we are talking about computer peripherals. Game consoles are mainly used in games or game stations. Then we have what we call scanners. Scanners are also very important. They improve the working of the computer. When you scan hard copies, for instance, report cards or agreements or applications from hard papers, then you turn them into soft copy. They improve the working of the computer. Also, scanners are part of the computer peripherals. Let's look at microphones. Microphones are also important, and they are also classified and categorized under computer peripherals. Then we have what we call cameras. When you take your photo, then you need to get a hard copy or a memory of that event. Cameras, they can be connected to a computer to improve the working of a computer. A computer cannot see what is happening outside. Your monitor cannot see alone. A monitor alone cannot, a CPU cannot see. A processor cannot see what is happening around your home or outside your fence. But if you connect a computer, when you connect a camera on that computer or a CCTV camera, it means it has amplified the working of the computer. Then we have what we call speakers. Speakers also improve the working. For instance, onto your phone right now or onto your PC, you listening through speakers. A phone has a speaker, computers and other items they also. So if this speaker is not connected to that phone of yours, then you will not hear. So the working of a computer is smoothly made by the computer peripherals. We have what we call flash disks, transferring of information and storing of information. Here you will talk of servers and hard disks. For you, you will come with your data. Then how can you store it. You have to store it in a computer, but what if your computer is full? You have to buy another hard disk, could be external hard disk, then you connect it on the computer, which enhances the working of a computer. We can talk of the memory cards. Memory cards that could serve the same purpose as flash disks in the improvement of the computer system. Um, Still, we may talk of the memory cards in the or the floppy disks. Floppy disks are a little bit older version, but they are also part of the computer peripherals. Uh, in here, we can talk of the card readers. Card readers can enable you, for instance, the people who take photos, and then you have to transfer those photos to the studio. You may not need to carry the camera, you need just to get your memory card, then you insert it in the card reader, and you take to the studio. So they improve in the working of the computer. Photocopiers are also part and partial of the computer peripherals. Now we can continue to talk of a lot of other peripherals in our daily life. You may not be limited only to these that I've given you, but you can continue to have more of these in your daily life. You can, because we are expecting more of these to keep coming. There are others that have not impacted or that have not included here, but when it comes to anything that you can connect to the computer, that's what we call a peripheral. You may call them computer hardware, but computer hardware, a computer itself has hardware. For instance, a full computer, look at your phone. Your phone is a computer, but it may need headsets. It may need headsets. It may need headsets for you to get that information from that particular uh, phone. You need the headset to hear what is there, what is that song. So if your phone does not have a speaker, you will not even hear what is done, uh, or how the information is flowing in a particular piece of data. So these are items, don't forget, these are items that improve the working of your computer system. Look at a USB, universal serial bus. Universal serial bus, USB. These are other items that you can look at. USB, for transferring of data. Yes, you have your phone, you have your computer the other side, then you want to get a video from your phone, and then you keep it into your computer. A phone may not use you may not use Xender or Bluetooth. You may need a universal serial bus or USB to transfer the particular information. So they help in the improvement or in the working of the computer system. We have headsets. Headsets are also part, we have explained them a lot before. And then we have microphone. For instance, right now I'm using a microphone to record this piece of information. So if it was not microphones, it could have been very hard to put voice on this video that you see. But the working of a computer alone, if I have my laptop, I still have to buy a microphone so that I can record. Even if I have appropriate software, inappropriate software still needs a microphone to improve the working of the particular piece of or the set of information that you want to give out. We may continue to look at the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is also uh, what we could call wireless fidelity, uh, but it also uses it's also a device that you connect to a computer, which is the same as well. We could talk of a modem. Modems can also be part in transferring of videos, voice on close platforms on internet and social media. Modems can modulate and demodulate information, can receive and send. For instance, if I'm uploading these videos, I use a modem, I connect a modem on my computer, then that modem helps me to connect to internet. So it's another device that improves the working of the computer. Still, we could have, for instance, screen touches. The screen touch help you to touch on, for instance, your phone, the smartphone. You could be having a smartphone. When you touch on any application, it responds accordingly. So it's also among the other items that can be connected to a computer system. Uh, Look at the speakers. You could be playing music from your laptop, but you need that small inbuilt speaker to hear. If that speaker is disconnected, the working of a computer may not be smooth or may not really be with a better quality. So we have video cards. Video cards, for instance, you want your computer to be connected to TV. You want your computer to access TV channels. You just buy a video card or a TV card, then you insert it. So these peripherals, they don't refuse a computer to work, but they improve the working of the computer. For instance, TV cards, they are among video cards that we can talk of. Then we have what we call UPS, uninterruptable power supply, or universal power supply. For instance, you have a laboratory, you having exams, but you're not sure whether power will go off or will always be there. So what you have to do to buy a UPS. When you buy a UPS and connect it to the computer, it will be the one supplying power to the main computer. So when it supply power to your uh, computer, which is the CPU, then if power goes off, the UPS will enable you to stay working or using your computer for something like 10 to 15 minutes. Then you can save or you can make a right decision even if power has gone off. Instead of power going off, then everything is done or everything gets lost. So UPS can help you or can help you with your computer to get time to save and keep your work safely. So briefly, those are some of the few, but we are not limited on those because many are still coming, wireless devices and others that you can connect to a computer. Briefly, that is it for now. We can end there.